Let's start with Coach King in Clinton High. Coach King?
Good afternoon. Unfortunately, tonight we don't have anybody to play. We don't get to go on the road and come back and eat that Friday night chicken. We had a good win last Friday night, though. 2 weeks ago, we played Chester. Went on the road, had an opportunity to get right back in the middle of the region title race, and weren't able to get it done. Played pretty good for a while, but in the end, they were able to line up and run over us a little bit there at the end and punch one in and got us. And we had two guys up front, sophomore Hezekiah Simpson right here, playing defensive end for us. Not a big one, but has a good motor. The guy, a sophomore, like I said, made I think 8 or 9 tackles that night, which for us is quite a bit. Played an excellent football game. Rod Richardson on the other side did the same thing. I think he made the other 8 tackles. And he had a heck of a good game up front. It's been a good one and been our most consistent one all year up front. Those two played real well. We didn't have a real good game on offense, but those two guys played well defensively. Last Friday night we went down to Woodruff. Had to win to have an opportunity to get in the playoffs. They were playing for the region championship. All they had to do was beat us, and they would be the conference champs. Came out, probably played our best game of the year. Got up 16-0 in the first half. I think they had one first down and about 9 plays in the first half. So we pretty much did what we tried to do, which was run about 40 plays and not let them have the ball. And we did that pretty well. Played, come out in the second half. They stopped us. We punted. Kicker punted one about 60 yards, and one of their returners caught it over his shoulder, went to run around back there, broke contain, and ran it back 80 yards and got them back in the game. So it was 16-8. They were able to, we drove it right back down the field, go to kick a field goal to get up 19-8, and they blocked it. They ran it all the way back. Fortunately, they had to block in the back and brought it back to about 25, I think. They ended up scoring, made it 16-14. Keon picked off a 2-point pass to keep from tying it up, so we're 16-14. They were able to, they stopped us. We traded the punt, I think, and they hit another pass play to their stud receiver. I think Keon and his feet got tangled up, and they scored, went up 22-16 with about 8 minutes to go. And we started with a 1st and 20, which for us is never good, because we only want to go 10 yards in 4 plays. We certainly don't want to try to go 20. So we were able to navigate that and get down the field and score with about 25 seconds to go, kick the PAT and win the game 23-22. Kids played an excellent football game. Like I said, we gave up a couple big plays on special teams, but they laid it all on the line, played very well. Unfortunately, things didn't fall our way with a couple other teams, but we did end the season with an excellent football game. In the Woodruff game, Keon Brown right here split in, defensive back, had an interception early, had 3 big catches for a touchdown and a couple big ones on that same last drive. We had 2nd and 20. We had a sack on 1st and 10 on about the 35-yard line. Well, we went to Keon 2 plays in a row on the same route, and he was there, and Blaine hit him. 2 big plays, got the 1st down, and then we were able to punch it in. Keon had an excellent game. Played real well against the Bone kid. Also had Malik Floyd up front. When you have 78, 79 offensive plays and you run for 300 yards and throw for whatever you had, you obviously got to have some blocking. And Malik, step out the thing, see. Malik, y'all seen him before. He's been here a bunch. He's been our best lineman by far. And anytime he came off the field, if we had to punt and we didn't run behind him, he'd give me that look. And I knew it was time to go back behind him. Also, LeVodrick Glenn had an excellent game on offense. Had 3 big catches. Obviously, the biggest catch at the end of the game on the touchdown to take the lead. Also threw a touchdown pass to Keon on a halfback pass. But he had an excellent game. I think 25, 26 carries, 130 yards. He played real well on offense. Our last player of the week was Blaine Wilbanks. Step out there, Blaine. Blaine's been playing defense the last 5 weeks and getting better every week. But this week, Blaine had to be the quarterback also. He hadn't been getting a lot of quarterback reps. He played in a few JV games early to get some reps. But we put a lot of pressure on Blaine this week. And he did an outstanding job. He made a few mistakes, but under that pressure and handling that situation, Blaine played outstanding. To have that last drive where you got to go 80 yards to take the lead when you've been dominating the football game, and to not crack under that and make some of the plays he made, he did a fantastic job. I think he completed 6 or 7 passes. And like I said, 3 or 4 of those were on that last drive. He hit Keon on a couple of out routes, and then on the last play of the game, we throw the throwback to Lavardrick out of the backfield. We knew they'd be one-on-one with the linebacker. Said, Blaine, give him the ball. Lavardrick, here it comes, gonna make a play. Blaine put it up and gave him a chance, and Lavardrick went and made a play. And these guys played a heck of a good football game. We expect a lot out of these 4 guys. Malik, Lavardrick, Keon, and Rod are seniors. Unfortunately, I don't get to ever bring them back. They've had a heck of good careers around here. These guys have been excellent football players, and we are surely going to miss them. They have been Red Devils, and they've been real good Red Devils. These 2 young men right here, Hezekiah and Blaine, we're expecting bigger and better things, obviously, each and every year. Unfortunately, like I said, we didn't get a chance to go to the playoffs. We did end on a winning streak. Not the winning streak you want to end on. You want to end on one at Williams-Brice, but it didn't work out that way. I want to wish good luck to Coach Lawson, those guys at Greenwood pulling for you guys tonight. It's a big game. We're definitely pulling for you guys. PC, I think y'all are off this week, but we're pulling for y'all next week. Our kids enjoyed coming, and thank y'all for having us.
Coach Nichols, Presbyterian College.
High school football. High school football Friday night. It's an exciting time. I know I was down in Sumter this morning, speaking at a touchdown club down there, similar to how we meet here, but they do it as a breakfast meeting. And you know, they talk about investing back in their community and what an important thing this touchdown club is, celebrating these young men and their exploits on the football field. I look forward to coming over here every Friday night, or every other Friday, to hear Coach Lawson and Coach King talk about their games. And I want to wish you guys luck tonight against Greenwood. You guys had a great season, and I'm excited about hearing the outcome of that. You boys from Clinton, I know Coach King said he wasn't going to be able to bring you guys back anymore. My car is parked right out there. I'll bring you back next year, I promise. You can come play for me. I'll get you back over here. No problem at all. We've had 2 weeks. We played Charleston Southern down in Charleston Southern. Lost a close football game. It was a 1-score game for most of the game. They're an improved football team. We've had a series of unfortunate injuries right here in the middle of the year that have really kind of thinned us out a little bit. We're playing some young guys, especially on the defensive side of the ball, and got to give them credit. They made a couple more plays than we did, and ended up beating us down there. We came back and played probably the best football team, FCS football team we've played against since I've been the head coach at PC. They're you know, top 7, 8 ranked team in the country. They beat Army, and I remember talking to you guys about them a couple weeks ago, but they are really a talented team. I really see them making a run into the national playoffs and maybe have an opportunity to compete for the national championship. They're a really good team. Don't have many weaknesses. But, you know, I thought our kids, we did some decent things early, but they wore us down in the second half and got out in front of us a little bit. And embarrassing the way we lost the game. I was hoping to be a little bit more competitive, but you got to give them credit. They're a really good football team. Looking forward, you know, this is an off week. This is an open week for us, but there ain't much off to it. I can tell you that. I was up early this morning. Told you went down to Sumter and enjoyed coming to visit with you guys this afternoon, and got to go recruiting this afternoon and go watch some high school football myself tonight, and all of our guys are out recruiting, taking advantage of this open week. I had 2 goals coming into the open week. Number 1, I want to stay healthy. All right. And number 2, I want to get better fundamentally, and then try to develop some of the younger players. And we felt like we've been able to do some of that this week. We'll come back. I don't have any of my players here with me today. It's been since August the 1st since they've had a chance to go home. I think I'd probably had a revolt. Their cars were packed this morning about 8 o'clock getting ready to get out of town, you know. But so excited for Coach Dulla to be speaking with us today. You know, Coach Dulla is, I have so much respect for him and his career and what he means, not only just to high school football and the schools that he's touched, but his role in the South Carolina Athletic Coaches Association, what he does. He does a lot for high school football in the state of South Carolina, and he's a PC man too, and that makes him even better in my book. But he does a great job. We're fortunate to have him here talking with us. I know he's got some great stories to share with us. The only thing is, Coach Lawson, it might have been the swimsuit edition that week, you know, and that's why you had a hard time finding it. That's exactly right.
No, to tell you the truth, I didn't even look at it. I was just hurried to get to it.
But I want to thank y'all for celebrating football and inviting us and let us be a part of this. I want to thank all the sponsors that make this happen. You guys do wonderful, and we're investing back in our young people and celebrating high school football, and I'm excited to be a part of it. Excited to hear Coach Dulla speak this afternoon. Thank you.